Hi, and welcome to another episode of More to Advertising on Daily Ad Brief. I am your host, Jeff Swartz. I'm excited about my next guest. I actually just listened to one of his talks in networking group yesterday. I said, hey, Mark, can you come on my show and share pretty much exactly what you just shared with that networking group with my audience as well, too. So Mark Herre is the CEO of SEOgame, which is a performance-based SEO company that's been around since 1996. Mark, thanks for being on the show.
Hey, nice to be with you, Jeff. And again,
You as
networking
well.
is a great way.
Yeah, absolutely. So we don't got a lot of time, so I want to dive into two things. Give us a quick overview of SEOgame. What do you all do?
I have a story for 26 years running a company, but the big pivot in my life after, learning I was in a competitive industry 17 years ago, I decided to go all in and be a vendor for digital marketers, and performance-based SEO just came naturally for me. No rank, no pay kind of a service for digital marketers who are working on their most critical and competitive clients. And a star was born. I've been just full in on that model for digital marketers and making them look good and being behind the scenes and handling all their fulfillment for rank delivery services.
I love that. And what you were talking about yesterday really kind of resonated with me. It was the subject of how to talk about SEO with your clients and what they are thinking and what they want versus what an SEO or a marketing expert is thinking as well too. Take us through those different kind of languages that are going through each of those people's heads.
Like it. Well, again, I consult and talk only with digital marketers. So whenever I speak to a plumber, an HVAC guy, or a auto injury chiropractor, dental implant dentist, any of those people, they hire me for one reason. If they were to directly contact me and see that I have a price on my website, they'll say, I want that price, but do I have to pay upfront for that? And I say, no, because SEO doesn't mean search engine optimization, blah, blah, blah. It means get me there. And so they go, yeah, you get me, Mark. I want to be hired. I want to hire you eventually, but you got to, proof's in the pudding. Get me there. Get me to the first page of Google for my trophy keywords, and I will help them. But most of the consulting I work with is a digital marketing agency that has like a huge long list of checklists, and they go through that checklist with that company client that owns that website, and it's just blah 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 blah, and it doesn't really answer what the reason why the digital marketer is getting hired for in the first place. They're getting hired to do a job. They better be good at it. It's all about confidence and getting that website number one, or they won't be working with that particular owner with a website. So I have said, what is the job that an SEO does to fix the problem? And it really is getting, the website to pop on the first page of Google. It's not SEO. It's not technical. It's just letting the client know that they'll be safe and they'll be taken care of, and that they can actually, with their own phone and their own computer, search it out and find that they're number one. And that's the model I train a digital marketer to get rid of all of their mumbo jumbo geek speak and just speak calmly with the client. Let them know that they're hiring you for the right purpose. And SEO just doesn't really mean search engine optimization. It means GMT. I love that new acronym. I hope it could, make a difference. Get me there.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're speaking their language, right? But one of the things that's interesting is you identify when you do work in that space what the goal is, what the client actually wants, ranking for certain keywords at the top of Google, right? But you'll do it pretty darn quickly and pretty affordably, especially as a performance-based agency. How fast can you get people up to Google on average? Kind of what are some of the results that you've experienced for individuals?
Yeah, every website's unique, of course. There, you got your local, your regional, your state, your national sites, right? Then you have e-commerce, SaaS, software, and maybe even branding. Those are pretty much encompass all websites that deserve to be on the first page of Google. 30 days is usually the time it takes to meet expectations. So with every website, you have to identify the top keywords, and then you have to let the client know that you're going to work towards these keywords. And you can't really really predict. But you can then meet expectations, so that way, once the rankings start getting on the first page of Google, you're hitting your 20%, 50%, 80% goal of getting this list of 10, 20, 40, 80 keywords that deserve to be on the first page of Google. You're working towards that goal. Expectations are being met. Expectations usually take about 15 days to really start seeing progress. 30 days, you should know, you should be basically meeting your expectations and the goals of 20, 40, 80%, which keywords are now number one on the first page of Google. And it's not a one and done, so it's got to be a monthly, and you have to continue to work on that client with that retainer. But any SEO company will tell you that the first 30 days are always going to be historic. If they tell you it's the first 60 days, they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, no, I love it. Mark, we're already out of time. I appreciate you sharing some insight into this. I thought it was fascinating to hearing it yesterday, and I wanted to share with my audience. Thanks for being on the show.
You bet, Jeff. Thanks for networking with me.
Absolutely. And thank you for watching another episode of More to Advertising here on Daily Ad Brief. If you want to white label SEO out to Mark or have questions to him, I was very impressed with the pricing structure that he had, and that it was something that is pretty darn affordable for a lot of different places for the results that he's producing. So we're going to have all of his contact information for SEO Games and himself at dailyadbrief.com. So feel free to check that out. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I'm your host, Jeff Swartz.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.